Good afternoon and welcome to the championship of the Class 2 District 6 tournament from Canton, Missouri. Mark Froenig in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. And this game's so big, I had to bring in April Froenig to help me out. You handled so much last night in the championship between Bowling Green and Christian. And, of course, Montgomery and Christian as well. I just brought you in. You've been in the big games.
Yes. Yes, I have.
I'm a rookie this basketball season for district championship games. So I brought in the expert as we get ready for Van Far and Canton, a 1-2 matchup for this district title. Van Far coming off a narrow victory over Louisiana last night, just a 3-point win in the end as they won that game 50-47. Canton, their game wasn't nearly as close as the 11-point final score, 54-33, but they had
pretty much a cakewalk.
Yeah, they had their starters sitting, resting, because they had the quick turnaround into this ball game, and Coach Pat Conaway talked about that in the post game last night. But we'll talk about his thoughts and the thoughts of Coach Andy Anderson as we move along. Plus, we've got information on Bowling Green, who they're going to play coming up on Wednesday. We'll tell you all about it when we continue the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy. Lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department, neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Welcome back inside the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth, getting ready for Van Far and Canton for the district championship here on Canton's home floor. Bowling Green, a winner last night in the very exciting overtime district championship game at Winfield over the Christian Eagles. And now they know who they're going to face. It's going to be Clark County, who beat Monroe City this afternoon, 45-44. That was a 1 o'clock start this afternoon. And Clark County comes out on top by a single point. And in the boys' version of that game, because Clark County and Monroe City were playing for boys championship as well. It took overtime, but Monroe City advanced over Clark County. So those two teams split, and the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats will take on the Clark County Lady Indians on Wednesday from Moberly Area Community College.
That's kind of how it was last night. Christian girls lost their championship, but the Christian boys won. So fans at least they got 1 out of 2.
There you go. I'm sure they were hoping for a sweep.
Sure.
Everybody, if you got two teams in the championship game, you hope for a sweep and go to the postseason together. But one ain't bad, and I know that the Clark County boys will make their trip down over to Moberly and be cheering on Clark County's girls, just like the Bowling Green Bobcats. I'm sure we'll be there cheering on the Lady Cats.
They were in the house last night and loud. Those Bowling Green girls, if they keep playing like a unit, they're very, very hard to beat.
In any type of game. Any type of game.
That defense is just remarkable.
The other game we're wondering about, the winner of this one will take on the District 5 champion, Ellsbury. Ellsbury beat New Haven by 11, 51-40 last night. And that game will be a 7:45 game from Hannibal High School on Wednesday. So both the sectionals will be on Wednesday. Bowling Green going over to Moberly, and the winner of this game will take on Ellsbury Wednesday at Hannibal High School. The girls' game is a 6 o'clock start. The boys' game is a 7:45 start. So if Van Far wins, it'll be a 7:30 pregame coming up next week. We'll take a quick break here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. We'll have more from Canton in a minute on thepeoplestribune.com.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high quality.
Has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Mike's Tire Service, Pike County Title Company, Calumet Incorporated, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Pepsi-Cola Bottlers of Bowling Green, Lincoln County Farmers Co-op, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, and by C. Tom Backer Accounting. More district hoops are coming up. This is TribCast. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a We'll take on the number 1 seed Canton Tigers. Didn't mention that we already had one championship game in this gym this afternoon, and South Shelby came from 7-9 points down in the first half to defeat the Paris Lady Coyotes 40-33, the final in that one. So they'll take on New Haven. New Haven was a 57-26 victor over Ellsbury girls yesterday at Ellsbury High School. So
it was a New Haven Ellsbury.
Yeah, they had the double as well.
Right.
New Haven girls move on, and New Haven boys go home. Ellsbury boys move on.
Ellsbury girls are out.
There you go. That's how it works when you got 4 teams. 2 of them move on, and 2 of them go home. All right, let's talk about this game finally. We got Van Far. They had the late game last night, and it was a tough one against Louisiana, just a 3-point game in the end. Canton easy kind of coasted against South Shelby in the semifinals. These 2 teams have met once before. And that was in the opening round of the Tony Lenzini Palmyra tournament on the 15th of January. And that was when Latham McMorris was out injured. He was out from for about a month, from before Christmas until up to the Bowling Green tournament. So they were without one of their main pieces, and Canton took full advantage, beating Van Far 71-40, a 31-point victory. And that was by far the most lopsided of the 3 losses that Van Far has had this year. All of them came in that time that Latham McMorris was out in that 1 month span. So they're a different team with Latham in there, and they did fairly well during his absence, but they need him to be in the lineup and producing, something they didn't get last night. He was held scoreless from the field last night and got all his points, including the difference makers from the free throw line there at the end. In that game against Canton on the 15th of January, Caden Wilburn was the leading scorer with 9 points. Colin Wilburn, who was filling in for Latham in that starting 5, he had 8 points, and Josh Hottie had the most productive night, 8 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Van Far turned the ball over 10 times in that game. That's something they can't do against.
It was one of the first games, too, without Latham.
Yeah, that was, I believe, their second loss of the season. And they went on to get consolation in the Palmyra tournament. So
and they were the higher seed, but Canton was able to upset them. And
here it's Canton that's the higher seed. Tigers are the number 1. The Indians are the number 2. Canton a 21-5 record. Van Far 24-3. And like Coach Pat Conaway said last night, they're happy being under the radar.
I would like that too. You know,
Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dude, you look different.
Well, my body is glowing gold.
No, it's not that. Did you get a new shirt?
No, I joined the Fuel Rewards program at Shell and got instant gold status. I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
No, did you lose weight?
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Are you looking for a subcompact tractor with massive working potential and comfort? That's the Kubota BX Series. Haul, mow, dig, plow, all from the comfort of America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Take home a dependable BX80 now with financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus great customer instant rebates and a 6-year warranty. Your authorized Kubota dealer in Bowling Green is Meyer Implement Company. Business Highway 61 North. Offer now through March 31st, 2018. See us or go to Kubota USA for more information. Meyer Implement Company. We appreciate your business.
One versus 2 for the championship. Van Far, the 2 seed, Canton, the 1 seed. Players to look at, players to watch in this one for Canton. Lance Logston, he'll wear number 12. 6'3", 203, 200 succeed tonight. For Van Far, Latham McMorris averaging 20.5 points per game. He was the player of the game in the opening round. Did not do his best in the or have the best results in the semifinal. But they haven't lost since his return from that ankle injury, and the Indians would like to keep that going, and they're going to need a big night from Latham McMorris. Trey Miller, just over 10 points per game. He's going to have his hands full against Logston. He needs to stay on the floor out of foul trouble. He's going to get some help off the bench from Verlin Johnson, and they're both going to have to be very good for Van Far to succeed in this one. Canton was able to rest their core last night. We talked about that. An 11-point win over Knox County. The Indians used everything they had to beat Louisiana 50-47. I'll say they used everything they had out of like the first 6-7 guys. They only used 2 guys off their bench, Trayson Coel and Verlin Johnson. Right. So they've got some fresh bodies out there. So look for Colton Jensen maybe to come off the bench tonight and play some backup minutes. And then Colin Wilburn. We didn't see him at all last night. So those are 2 guys that can come in and make a difference for Van Far. Andy Anderson, he said that Van Far has some guys that can score. We know that. Hottie McMorris, he named. said they're going to have their hands full with not just those two guys, but the fact that Van Far can throw it around the perimeter and throw down from three with just about any of the five guys they put on the floor.
Right.
Josh Hoddy last night said they need to play with the same intensity and hopefully clean things up that have been kind of plaguing them a little bit the last few games. Boxing out on rebounds would be one of the big things. Pat Conaway says going to need that bench. After the short turnaround, they were early to bed and had a short workout this morning, and we'll see if that was enough rest to keep them or get them at premium performance levels for this championship game. That's about all we can say about it before the tip-off, except for our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all the services your Pike County Health Department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors.
All right, for the top-seeded Canton Tigers, it'll be number 12, Lance Logston. He is a 6'3" senior, as we mentioned. Brandon Hudnall, he's a number 24 and a 5'9" senior. 5'7" senior, number 30, Lavion Wilson.
Yep.
6'2" senior, number 32, Coy Smith. And rounding it out is 6'4" junior, number 40, Ben McKenzie. So again, for Canton, it will be Logston, Hudnall, Wilson, Smith, and McKenzie. And for number 2 seeded Van Far Indians, it'll be, of course, number 3, Lathan McMorris, a 5'11" senior, 6'2" junior, number 10, Caden Wilburn, 6'2" senior, number 12, Braden Christian. Number 32, Josh Hoddy, he's a 5'11" senior, and 6'2" junior, number 34, Trey Miller. So again, for Van Far, it will be McMorris, Wilburn, Christian, Hoddy, and Miller.
Those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups for this championship game, the Class 2 District 6 tournament. Check out all the services your Pike County Health Department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. Will it be Van Far or Canton that moves on to Hannibal on Wednesday to take on Ellsbury? We're just about 4.5 minutes away from starting to learn that answer. Tip-off, our Lacrosse Lumber Company opening tip-off is just minutes away before this championship game on the peoplestribune.com. Welcome inside Canton High School. The Class 2 District 6 tournament comes to a close with this men's championship ball game as Van Far, the number 2 seed, the road team, will take on the Canton Tigers. Introductions about to be made on the floor, and then we'll have our Lacrosse Lumber Company opening tip. We'll take a quick break and come back with the action after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, it's time to tip it off. Our Lacrosse Lumber Company opening tip. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project is right there at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company getting the job done. It'll be Hottie jumping center against, who's that, McKenzie? And Hottie, the much shorter player, wins it over the 6'4" Ben McKenzie, and we're underway. Opening tip brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. Lathan McMorris with it. Off to Miller, back to McMorris, and his first shot of the night is a little offline, rims out, and here comes Canton with their first possession. With it is Brandon Hudnall. Gives it off to Lance Logsden. Logsden posts up, puts up the shot, and it's good. Little 8-foot jumper. Here's Miller going the other way, and he's fouled by Logsden. Yeah, let's get the big man into foul trouble early.
Definitely.
So Trey Miller will head to the line, the 6'2" junior. Tallest player that Van Far has is the 6'4" Berlin Johnson. And the shot is good to make it a 2-1 ball game. So Miller hits his first from the line. Second shot, short, but got it to roll over the rim to tie this game at 2. Up the floor with it is Coy Smith. Smith to the near side, with it is Caden Wilburn to the near side for McMorris. Now to Trey Miller, and Trey puts it off the glass. He's got 4 points. They're already calling for reinforcements off the bench as Carson Burke will come in at the next whistle. They floated inside for McKenzie. Back outside, 3-ball up and good for Hudnall to make it 5-4. Here's Miller with it again for the Indians. Kicks it out far side to Braden Christian. Christian with it again over to the far side for Wilburn. Caden Wilburn. Back for Christian. He's going to drive. Goes to the hoop and lays it in. Braden Christian puts Van Far back ahead, 6-5. With it is Smith. He stops and pops from the free throw line and puts it in. Coy Smith. 6'2" senior. You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
You ever seen Back to School?
Yes.
Rodney Dangerfield's son in Back to School. The same kid who starred
Yeah.
in Christine. 3 ball from the far side is no good for Christian. Put back, no. And I'm not sure what it is, but snake bit so far in the last game plus is Latham McMorris, and then back the other way is Le'Veon Wilson. Latham McMorris just cannot buy a bucket here since the opening round. Shot good and a foul. Trey Miller. He draws one against McKenzie this time and a chance for a 3-point play.
First on McKenzie, team second. Or third, I mean.
Van Far yet to commit a foul. Already 6 points for Trey Miller. We had him as one to watch here in this ball game. We watched him be pretty dominant early. Can't get the free throw to fall this time. And we're going back the other way after Logsdon grabbed the board. With it is Carson Burke. Hands it off for Wilson. Wilson, bounce pass to the far side. Now back near corner, and that 3 ball is good. Hudnall is second tray. Over to the far side. Wilburn to the hoop. Ooh, no good, but a foul. And that's the second foul already on Lavion Wilson.
That's right. Team's fourth.
And quickly back off the bench is Ben McKenzie. He'll come in after the first shot. Caden Wilburn hits the first free throw. Five minutes to go here in the first. 2-point game. And the second shot makes it a 1-point affair. Canton. Oh, little miscommunication. They survive it, though, as Burke picks it up. Gets it back to Hudnall to the far side for Coy Smith. Smith back to Hudnall, and he'll direct traffic. Bounce pass for McKenzie. Now for Smith. Smith from inside 3 is no good. Put back McKenzie is blocked by Latham McMorris. He came out of nowhere. Midway point of the first quarter. Here's Trey Miller with it again. And a blocking foul whistled against Braden Hudnall. That's his first and the team's fifth. Fouls on the floor.
Van Far has yet to foul, and Canton has 5.
And quickly into the game, Brody Smith, 6'2" junior.
I like that name.
If you're a fan of Mallrats, which I am, you like Brody. Of course, that movie's older than
anyone playing on the floor.
Which is sad to me. Do it, Doug. Here's Braden Christian. For Trey Miller from the top of the key. His 3 is just offline, and the rebound pulled down by Logsdon again for Canton. He leans in on Caden Wilburn, and a foul on the floor against Wilburn. That's the first against the Indians. One-point game, 3:37 remaining in the first quarter.
They've already scored more points than at halftime of the Bowling Green game.
Yeah, right. And another foul will send Logsdon to the line, as I think that's the way it's going to go.
I think so too.
Their calls are going to go one way for a while and then the other way for a while. Logsdon at the line.
I like that in that Bowling Green game, the refs kind of put their whistles in the pockets.
Let them play a little bit until the end. Logsdon hits and makes it a 2-point game.
Every foul I saw them.
Was a foul?
Yes.
Undisputable?
Right. I thought they were a really good crew.
And the second shot good.
And Van Far, they are always more successful when there's not a lot of foul calls.
McMorris for 3 is short. Rebound knocked to the near side, out of bounds, and I don't understand how you don't have a call there. One way or another, they had each other wrapped up. I guess they were both doing it.
Which is,
Burke with it for Canton. For Logsdon, he pops a three. It's good. And a 6-point lead for the Tigers. Now they get it to Miller. He's blocked from behind, and no call there either. 2:52 to go as Canton's grab control of this game. Van Far needs a stop. They work it in. McKenzie's pass inside, knocked out of bounds by Brody Smith. That'll send it back to the Indians with 2:40 to go, and Johnson coming in. Berlin Johnson. Who's he going to replace? Braden Christian. Down to 2:15 in the first quarter, and over and back the call made by the far official. I thought he did what he needed to avoid that call. But right on the line was the official. I'm about, 12 foot beyond and about 40 foot above.
Got a bird's eye view. This gym is...
It's a throwback. It's a throwback for sure. Here's Miller with it. Over to McMorris. Lathan. Back to Josh Hottie. Hottie over to Miller, and now for Wilburn on the far side. McMorris stops, pops from 10, no good. Rebound, Miller throws it back out, and Lathan McMorris picks it up. Good job by Trey Miller. He's had a really good start to this game. They get it into Johnson. He's too hard off the glass, and McKenzie the rebound for the Tigers. They move it around up to Lance Logsdon to the near side to Hudnall, and he is blocked by Miller. That's going to be Trey's first.
Team's third.
You can get him out of the first quarter with just one foul. Very close to the count. They get it into Logsdon. His fadeaway is short, and the rebound pulled down by McMorris for the Indians. Here comes Lathan McMorris. To the near side for Wilburn. Wilburn was facing the wrong way. Goes through the legs of the defender, Hudnall. How did that happen? And Hottie takes it on in. I've never seen anything like that before. Facing the wrong way, the ball gets loose, goes right between his legs to another Van Far player. Here's Burke to the near side for Logsdon. Over to Burke again, almost threw his hands to the corner for Smith. He kicks it all the way across. Now to Logsdon. They try to work it into McKenzie. He gets it, turn around off the glass too hard, gets his own rebound. That one's no good. And on the rebound, who got it? Caden Wilburn for Van Far. Moves it up to Josh Hottie. Hottie from the baseline. Good, and a foul. How about that? Josh Hottie puts Van Far back ahead. They were down 6 just a moment ago. Have a chance for a 2-point lead. The foul is the first on Carson Burke. He was a good 2 foot behind the backboard, got it over that front corner, and dropped it right into the bucket while drawing a foul.
I said Josh, he can step up. If they're going to shut down McMorris, he can step up and be a huge factor.
He hits the free throw for the 3-point play to make it 18-16 Indians. His body control while in the air is just, that's probably the most impressive thing about him. Here's Hudnall with it.
Definitely.
And knocked out of bounds by Hottie. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. We are in enemy territory here at Canton. Championship of the Class 2 District 6 tournament. Winner takes on Ellsbury, who came out of that shallow District 5. Will be nice. They call it shallow. But Ellsbury came out of that last year and gave that very good Clopton team all they could handle, forcing overtime up at Hannibal.
Right.
So you never know about those Ellsbury Indians.
Nope.
Over to the far side for Hudnall. Back up top for Coy Smith. Down to 8 seconds to go in the quarter. To the near side, Hudnall will get the 3 off. It's short. Putback is good. And that'll do it for 1 quarter of play. Was that Logsdon that got the putback?
You're right.
18 all after 1 quarter from the Class 2 District 6 Tournament Championship on TribCast.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Tim Jenkins in Louisiana show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money. District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, the Louisiana Bulldog Booster Club, Cellular and Satellite Center, Collier Funeral Home, Center Locker Service, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Ingram Plumbing, Dino Nobel Incorporated, and by Spring Valley Accounting Service. More district hoops are coming up. This is TribCast.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Give you a check of the scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right.
Josh Hottie with the bucket for Van Far to put them back ahead by 2. With it is Brody Smith. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Corner of the free throw line, off the glass and good is Brody Smith to tie the game at 20. Pretty high scoring first quarter, 18 points aside. Christian over the far side for Hottie, back up top for Caden Wilburn. Wilburn for Latham McMorris. McMorris gives it to Christian, working against Logston now, 12 on 12. Back to McMorris to the far side. They'll hand it off to Hottie. He looks at Coach Pat Conaway for instruction. Now gives it off to Latham McMorris. Back to Braden Christian over to the far side for Caden Wilburn. Wilburn back up top for Hottie. To Christian again. Hottie. Here we go. Yeah. I thought they were going to pull something there a little quicker. Hottie gives it off. Maybe it wasn't there. They'll start again. They'd feed it down low. Trey Miller blocked, got his own rebound, and finally a foul called. And he'll head back to the line. Trey Miller. They're going to get Logston for it again. Yeah. Or was it him or 32? Nope. It's the second on Lance Logston.
That was the team's 7th.
So 1-and-1s.
I think this was a 2-point.
It was.
Or 2 shots, excuse me.
He missed the first and into the ball game for the first time, Colin Wilburn. He replaces Caden Wilburn.
We have 8 points in the first time these two teams met up.
Uh-huh. He makes the second, does Miller, to break the deadlock, 21-20. Wilson with it. Gets it near corner. Through the hands of Miller, and Wilson takes it the other way. To the near side for Hudnall. Now to Logston for 3. That's offline. Rebound, an easy one for Coy Smith. They'll reset. Hudnall to Wilson. Back to the near side for Logston. Into a double team. They work it down low. Smith, that's Brody. He puts it up and over the defense for another 2 points. Latham McMorris beats it down low for Braden Christian. Christian spin move, goes off the glass and in. (24-23), Canton leads. Skip pass near side. Pass tipped. Stolen by Hottie. He's got a man with him. They get it down low. McMorris off the glass. Good, and a foul. Welcome back, Latham McMorris, to the scorebook. They needed him to put one down with the clock running. That could change his entire night right there.
Such good work by Josh Hottie.
Oh, yeah. And it's a 1-point lead as unable to hit the free throw is Latham McMorris. Going back the other way are the Tigers. Knocked out of bounds by Hottie. Something tells me he's getting pumped.
I think you're right. Van Far fans giving him the love.
Inbound, Coy Smith gets it to Carson Burke. Burke to the near side for Brody Smith. Back to Burke. We're going with the smaller lineup now, and a foul going to be whistled on Hottie as he got into Coy Smith. Coy and Brody.
That was just the first for Josh Hottie, team's fourth.
Brody Smith checks out as the big man McKenzie comes back in. Now a timeout called by Andy Anderson and the Tigers. They trail Van Far 25-24, midway point of the second quarter. This is the district championship on TribCast. Back to Miller. Miller gets it to go.
Beautiful.
Great perseverance, good passing for Van Far on that possession. 27-24, their lead is 3 with 3:10 to go in the first half. With it is Coy Smith. Crossover, trying to get away from Hottie. No can do. Gives it off to Logston. Logston for 3. That one's offline, and the rebound to the far side. Saved. Nope, he was out of bounds. Hudnall just couldn't get enough air to make that happen, and Lavion Wilson will replace Brandon Hudnall.
What an odd thing to yell.
You get that.
Make yourself relevant.
27-24. That's not relevancy, I guess, as that shot goes up and in for Hottie. They're getting less relevant by the second.
As a deep thoughts by Canton fans.
Yeah. For our side, a 3 is well short, just scrapes the bucket. And a good job by Wilburn to erase McKenzie. Shot no good. Miller got his own rebound. Put back is swatted away. Ball goes out of bounds. He lost his shoe. And the ball.
Through a wheel.
Lavion Wilson, he's slow to get up too. His shoes go on way too easily too, by the way. That means they're not tied up tight at all. Checking in for the first time, Zane Wolf, Z-A-Y-N-E. He's a wolf amongst tigers. With it is Miller over to the far side for Braden Christian. Back up top for Hottie. He'll go for a stroll. 2:05 to go, near side. Latham McMorris for 3. That looks good. Nope, just a little off, and Logsden about knocked Lavion Wilson into next week.
Yes, he did.
To the hoop. That shot, no good. McMorris the rebound. He has all sorts of trouble with it, but somehow still has possession and a dribble. McMorris, no. Logsden, the block, then the grab on the loose ball. To show people how to do it, right? There's a foul on the floor. That could have easily been a travel call as Logsden leaned an awful long way to find that contact on Caden Wilburn.
That's his second. Team's 5th.
Wilburn was trying to get away.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a travel call.
He took 2 or 3 steps leaning.
Yeah.
Which is the definition of traveling. From the far side, rimming out is Smith's 3-ball. Here comes Van Far off the rebound. Braden Christian with it. Works it down low. Trey Miller. Turnaround shot. That's no good. Rebound knocked out, but a foul going to be whistled, and that's going to be the 3rd on Caden, I think. Nope. They went with Miller. So Trey's 2nd.
Yes.
Minute 20 to go.
They don't want to pick up any more fouls.
5-point lead, getting closer. Look, the clock's not running. They walked halfway up the court with the clock stopped. That's a home court advantage there. Down to a minute 10. From the edge of the free throw line, that one rims out for Wilson. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul against Canton. Coy Smith going to pick it up. 6'2" senior. And foul shots the other way.
That's their 9th.
1-1 for Trey Miller. I'm going to start watching that clock a little closer. Because if I just noticed it once, it's probably happened more than once.
You're right.
Here's Miller. First shot. Won't earn him a second, and Wolf comes up with the rebound. Coy Smith for Canton. Over to the far side for Lavion Wilson. Wilson works against Colton Jensen into the ball game. Out of frame. To the far side. Almost losing control. Now they get it to Logsdon. A blocking foul and a bucket. Christian picks up the personal. This could make it a 2-point game. In for the first time, Trayson Coel. He'll replace Trey Miller. .1 seconds to go. And it's a 3-point play. 2-point game and a timeout taken. Side for Caden Wilburn. 26 seconds to go in the first half here from Canton. McMorris. Lathan gives it off to Josh Hottie. Hottie works against Lavion Wilson. Lavion. To the near side, here's Trayson Coel for 3. It's long. And the rebound. Oof. Wilson about got stepped on. There's a travel. No call. And no shot. No shot. They wave it off from the far side. We've played 2. We've reached the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. And Van Far continues to lead 29-27. I think they waved it off probably because of that blatant travel right before it. We'll take a break, come back, catch our breath, return to Canton here. Very, very highly contested championship game on TribCast.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
Before or after the games at this year's district tournaments, let's go Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and at Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester fried chicken, and more. Good luck to our area teams this week from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store at the Bridge in Louisiana. Let's go Airco.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school basketball action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Welcome back to Canton, the championship of the Class 2 District 6 tournament. The winner will take on Ellsbury, a 51-40 winner over New Haven yesterday. That game will be at Hannibal High School on Wednesday, the 28th at 7:45 p.m. So if Van Far advances, we'll have a 7:30 pregame from the home of the Pirates. We'll already be doing one game on Wednesday as the Bowling Green Lady Cats are in their sectional against Clark County. That'll be a 5:45 pregame, a 6 o'clock tip-off from Moberly Area Community College. We've got our seats reserved for that one, and we are ready to go for that sectional game. Hello, sir. But this first half, I don't know if it could have been played any better. I mean, that was fantastic basketball both ways. I mean, you got your little things here or there that you can clean up, but boy, that was fun. Back and forth, end-to-end, defensive stand here and there. A foul ended a couple of possessions, but all in all, not much you can complain about if you're either Coach Anderson or Coach Conaway after 2 quarters. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with your first half scoring as Van Far continues to lead 29-27 over the Canton Tigers, the number 1 seed here. And this is the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Oh, they love their Indians in Van Far. And they come out of the locker room to a grand ovation, leading by 2 points, 29-27. Let's check first half scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
All right, so it was Canton, and they kind of came out with a couple of 3-pointers, and then Van Far matched them, and so at the end of the first, they were knotted up at 18 points. And then Van Far.
And it took a last-second basket to get the tie.
Did. That's right. Logston made that buzzer beater to tie it up at 18. And then Van Far edged Canton in the second quarter, 11-9 for this 29-27 halftime lead for Van Far. For Canton, it is Logston with 11 points. He had 8 in that first quarter and then tacked on 3 more in the second. 5 points for Brandon Hudnall, 4 for Brody Smith, 4 for Lavion Wilson, and 2 for Coy Smith. And for Van Far, it is Trey Miller leading the game, no, he isn't. Miller and Josh Hoddy each have 9 points.
There you go.
Caden Wilburn has 5, Braden Christian 4, and Lathan McMorris has 2. Right now, Van Far 6 for 10 from the free throw line, so I'm sure they want to improve that.
They always get better as the game goes on.
Right.
They're a better free throw shooting team in the second half.
And Canton 3 for 3. Lance Logston is the only one to have shot any free throws, but he's perfect from the line so far.
Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Aki and Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Banfar takes a single basket advantage to the second half of this ball game, leading 29-27. And we'll be back with our second half start after this on the peoplestribune.com.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features Aki and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Second half start brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need for your next improvement project at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company getting the job done. 29-27, Van Far with the lead, and they have the ball to start the second half of this contest. Lathan McMorris back up top for Braden Christian. Over to the far side for Caden Wilburn. Wilburn to Josh Hottie. Lob pass for Braden Christian. Wasn't there for him, so he gives it back to Hottie. Now back to Christian. He has trouble with it. Avoids Wilson. Now goes around the baseline to McMorris for 3. It's short. Rebound tipped in the air, and Coy Smith will grab it. So Van Far comes up empty on their first possession of the second half. 28 seconds in to quarter number 3.
They just out-rebounded. Van Far just out-rebounded Canton. They had 14, and Canton had 12.
Ball stay with the Tigers. Here's Wilson. Lobby on Wilson. Walked, yeah he did, but he scores and ties this game. Pat Conaway lobbying for the call on the way back up the floor. Here's Caden Wilburn. Christian now to Miller. Miller to the hoop, and he's fouled. Ben McKenzie going to be called for the personal, and Trey Miller will go back to the free throw line.
That's the second on McKenzie.
Trey Miller hits the first. Way too much going on around me right now. My antsy.
I'm picking up on that.
He had them both. 31-29. I'm already nervous for the Indians, you know. To the near side for Wilson.
I didn't think my heart could take it last night with the Lady Cats.
That shot for Coy Smith goes in. Ties the game at 31. Minute and a half gone here, third quarter. Here's Braden Christian for 3. That one's good. There you go, Braden. Indians up by a tray. Wilson. Flanked by Wilson.
Braden's one of my favorite players. He's such a good sport.
Here's Hudnall. Drops it down low for McKenzie. Gets it back. Shot way too hard off the glass, and the rebound comes away with Josh Hottie. Hottie over Logston is partially blocked. McKenzie the rebound, and we're going on race here, back and forth. Logsdon gives it up to McKenzie, and they call a foul on Trey Miller. Is that 3?
Yes, it is.
So they got to start worrying. Deep bench, though, for Van Far. Well, they didn't. Did they go that route? Have they not put it on the board yet?
No, they haven't put it up yet.
Well, I think they gave it to Christian.
Did they? Well, that's right. Christian does have 2 now.
Lob pass into Logsdon. Logsdon makes some room and can't get it to stay on the rim, but then a steal back, and we're going to have a foul against Miller after they missed a pretty obvious one against McKenzie. Wow.
That's terrible.
Wilson. Blocked from the three-pointer. Here's Logsdon on the fadeaway. It's short. Rebound tipped straight up in the air. Put back for Hudnall is good. Brandon Hudnall. And Van Far scared to even go near a Canton player right now. Don't breathe on me. Here's McMorris. Lobs it. Turnaround shot. Braden Christian is long. Look at that. They had his hand held. No call. 3 ball. That's good. Josh Hottie. Wilson floats, draws another foul. That's on Caden Wilburn.
That'll be his 3rd.
3 minutes gone here in the second half.
Can't get away with a lot of traveling.
Yeah, they do. And the first shot for Wilson's good. Lavion makes it 37-34, and Miller will check out. Berlin Johnson back in. Second shot from Wilson is good as well. 2-point game. Christian to the near side for Wilburn. Wilburn, good fake. Goes to the baseline. Got in too deep, and the rebound grabbed by Logsdon. Johnson all over him all the way up the floor, and it's taken away by McMorris. That worked perfectly.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Berlin was so aggressive on him, he forgot about his weak side.
Mm-hmm. He couldn't have scripted that one better.
You could see it coming a mile away from up here, but when you're
on the floor, yeah.
Yeah. 3 from the corner, that one's just short. And Logsdon, and it's going to be Johnson getting the foul. He burrowed under Berlin Johnson.
I don't agree with a lot of these calls. I guess I need to be closer or something.
Or maybe they need to be farther away. And a travel. Finally, they get one. Brandon Hudnall charged for the travel. Maybe they just need to do it on the far side.
He's responsible for 3 of their turnovers.
4:13 to go, third quarter. Van Far with the ball in the lead. 37-35. Here's Lathan McMorris with it. Lathan back up top for Braden Christian. Christian to Josh Hottie. He works against Wilson. Gives it to McMorris. NBA 3. It's good. Lathan McMorris with the tray. And Van Far the first team to 40. 3:47 to go, third quarter. Here's Lavion Wilson to the near side. A 3 put up from the near corner, and that one's good for Coy Smith. Back to a 2-point game. McMorris to Christian, now to Wilburn. Back up top for Hottie to Christian again. Braden Christian. Bothered by Hudnall, so he gives it back to McMorris now to Josh Hottie. To Lathan McMorris. Lathan to Braden Christian to the near side for Josh Hottie. Up top, Caden Wilburn for Braden Christian. 3 minutes to go in the third. Hottie with it. Over to Johnson. Berlin Johnson through Christian to the near side for Hottie. Back to Johnson who scores. Berlin Johnson just rolled that one off the backboard and in. Wilson has trouble, hands it off to Logston, now gets it back. Over to the far side for Hudnall. Almost stolen from Logston. Now it's tipped away. Now we're going to call a foul on Latham McMorris. That was awfully late against Carson Burke.
That'll be the second on McMorris.
On the floor, 2:26 to go in the third quarter.
Van Far with 5 fouls already.
Wilson up top against Johnson. Over to the far side. Brody Smith with it. Smith back up top for Burke. Now for Wilson again. Cut off. Almost stolen. Kick it far side for Smith. Back up top for Wilson. His three rims out. Logston the rebound. Put back good and a foul. Could make it a 1-point game if he finishes the 3-point play. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Third foul.
Third on Christian. Okay.
Free throw's good, and it's a 42-41 game. I think Lavion's starting to get frustrated, too. McMorris for three. Oh, Latham. There you go from the top. 45-41. Minute 46 to go in the third. Here's Wilson, works against Johnson. Bounce pass. Back up top for Wilson. Now for Burke, and it's stolen away. Good behind the back dribble by McMorris to get away from his man. Floats it, can't get the shot to fall. Put back, and he's fouled. Coy Smith picks up the personal. Latham McMorris back to the line. He's turning it on here in the second half.
That's the second on Coy Smith.
Minute 23 to play in quarter number 3. And the first shot, no good. Caden Wilburn replaced by Colin Wilburn. Second shot. He missed them both. So it's still a 4-point game, minute 18 on the clock. Third quarter action from Canton. Van Far leads the Tigers, and we got a travel called. Oh, they just needed that angle.
Evidently.
Here comes Hottie. To the near side for Colin Wilburn. Wilburn gives it to Christian. Back for McMorris, and he's fouled. Brody Smith going to pick up the personal.
It'll be just his first. Team's third.
Latham just missed both free throws a moment ago. Back to the line. He was 5 of 6 in the fourth quarter in the semifinal from the free throw line, but has struggled today. And the shot's no good.
It's like Caitlin Billhartz, she missed 6 in a row in that semifinal, but as Coach Abishon pointed out, she can make them.
Yeah.
It's just, sometimes when you don't miss that first one.
He makes the second one and a timeout on the floor. Minute 3 to go, quarter number 3. It's Van Far by 5, 46-41 on TribCast.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
1 minute even left in the third quarter. Here's Wilson for the Tigers off the timeout. Got away with the walk again. 3-ball, no good. And the rebound by Josh Hottie up to Colin Wilburn. Wilburn back to Hottie. And they'll set. 46-41, Van Far leads. To the near side for Wilburn. Wilburn gives it to Johnson. Johnson back for Hottie. Back to Latham McMorris with 28 seconds on the clock. So it looks like they're playing for the last shot. Down to 17.
I wait till about 8.
Usually. McMorris with 8 on the clock. Now he moves. Lost control and a foul whistled against Latham McMorris. And that's the 7th foul, so it's going to be a 1-and-1 with 4.6 seconds to go.
Yep, and that was the 3rd on McMorris.
So a 1-and-1. So now you don't get the shot at the last shot. And you're surrendering maybe 2 points the other way. 4.6 on the clock. And Coy Smith at the line. The first one, no good. He doesn't earn the second. Christian, they get it to Hottie. And that's a foul, and he's shooting. Sorry, bud, that's 3 foul shots. He can't believe it. So Hottie to the line for 3 with 0.3 seconds to go. And Hudnall can't believe he did that, is what he can't believe.
Right. That was the second on Hudnall. Team's 4th.
So we'll forgive Latham McMorris for his foul. First shot good. He's still shocked that he committed that foul. What did I do? Did I really do that? I guess I did. I can't believe it. Ref says neither can I. He checks out. Back into the ball game, Carson Burke. Hottie missed the second. Chance for one more and a 7-point lead. Third free throw, good. 48-41, and they didn't get the shot off. And it was 18 feet wide. 48-41, Van Far leads, heading to the final quarter of the Class 2 District 6 tournament on TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by McMaylor & Sons, Backhoe, Excavating, Septic Pumping, and Porta Potty Rental Service, Stanek Auto and Supply, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Knight Equipment Company, Mimi's Mart and More in Curryville, the Remax Realty Shop, Southside Bar and Grill, and by D&H Electric. More district hoops are coming up. This is TribCast.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Canton ball to start the fourth quarter. Check of the scoring from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
All right, for Canton, it is Lance Logston still leading things with 14 points. Lavion Wilson has 8, 7 points apiece for Coy Smith and Brandon Hudnall, and 4 for Brody Smith. For Van Far, it is Josh Hottie leading things with 17 points. Trey Miller has 11, 7 for Braden Christian, 6 for Lathan McMorris. Caden Wilburn has 5, and Verlin Johnson has 2.
Checking the scoring from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A.K. and Ken Feeds, Ascro and Effect, Calb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Van Far off the miss, goes to work their first possession of the fourth quarter, up by 7. Here's Trey Miller, turnaround shot, and he's blocked and fouled by Lance Logston, the 6'3 senior. How many is that?
That'd be 3. Team's 5th.
And sends Trey Miller to the line. He's been back and forth, hasn't he? Yeah, pretty good, actually.
5 for 7.
Make it 6 for 8. And an 8-point lead.
Actually, 6 for 9 now.
And he hit them both.
7 for 10.
That's, 75% about there?
Mm-hmm.
Timeout taken by the Tigers. 7:17 to go. Fourth quarter, 50-41. Van Far on top here on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Minute gone here in the fourth. Wilson. Boy, that's a late call on the contact with McMorris.
Yes.
So a 1-1 opportunity coming up for Lavion Wilson.
That's the 4th on McMorris.
That'll draw Colin Wilburn off the bench to replace Latham McMorris. Good ovation for McMorris. At the line, Wilson. Nine-point Van Far lead, and he made the first to gain the second. 8-point game. I think it's going to come down to free throws. He hit them both.
Well, that might be a scary proposition because Canton's only missed once.
Here's Braden Christian in the backcourt. Gets it to Trey Miller over to the far side for Wilburn. Hottie to Christian. To the near side for Colin Wilburn. So both Wilburns out there right now. Caden with it. Over to the far side for Braden Christian. Now for Josh Hottie. Works around Wilson. Gets a little room to breathe. Hottie gets a pick, but lost control of the ball. 6:20 to go in regulation. Van Far very good at killing clock. Very good. One of the best I've seen in a long time at killing clock.
Definitely.
Caden Wilburn to the far side, and that looks like where they're going with it with a 7-point lead and 6 minutes to go. Josh Hottie. Kill a minute, score a bucket. That's what they want to do. There's Caden Wilburn to Colin Wilburn. Works against Coy Smith over to the far side for Caden. 5:52 to go. To the near side for Colin Wilburn. Wilburn. Travel called.
Really?
It looked like he shuffled his feet, but they've let that kind of stuff go in this game. All of a sudden, they must have been in the locker room at halftime and said, you know, we can call it when they're walking without dribbling the ball. That's a thing. Colin checks out. Johnson back in for the Indians. 7-point game. Now you got to get the ball back without them scoring. Ball goes in. It was partially blocked, but Wilson got it to go anyway. 5-point game. Now you got to put some points on the board. They've got it under a 2-possession lead now. Christian to the near side. Trey Miller thought about three, goes baseline, kicks it back. Braden Christian with it again. Up top for Josh Hottie. Down to 5:10 on the clock. And a reach-in foul on Wilson.
That'll be his third. Team sixth.
So that's the last foul they had to give. Indians with it. Trey Miller. And has it stolen from Johnson. And he doesn't get it to go, but it's off of Johnson out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. How many times did that go around the rim?
Oh, couple.
It was going to go down the first time. Someone must have breathed in the upper deck on the far side. It rolled around 2 more times and came out. Wilson gets it in, gets it back off his own chin. Hottie in front of him. Reverses. No room there. Goes to the hoop. And we have another foul whistled against Hottie. They can get it down within 3 from the free throw line here. Wilson starting to gain confidence, lose some of that frustration he had earlier.
That was the second.
Yep.
Hottie.
Missed the first one. He has one more. McMorris back in. He makes the second one, and it's a 4-point game. Hottie shakes Coy Smith momentarily, down to 4:45 on the clock. Wilburn back to Hottie, to the near side for McMorris. Gives it to Christian. Christian makes his move, and he's fouled, and that's number 4 on Lance Logsdon.
He's incredulous. Cannot believe it.
They better watch themselves, because they're questioning calls more than we are up here.
Yep.
And they can get technicals called on them.
Hey, that's
Christian
never a good idea.
Hits the first. Back to a 5-point lead. 4:32 on the clock. Second shot. Braden hit them both. 6-point game. 52-46.
Just as you said, Van Far totally improves at the free throw line throughout the game.
Here's Wilson.
4
to the
for
near
4.
side. For Burke, back to Wilson. Works it inside, Logsdon. Turnaround shot. No, but a foul on Trey Miller.
And that'll be his 4th. And it puts him in the double bonus.
Quattro for Trey. And Logsdon missed the first one.
And it's like the opposite story for Canton. They started out perfect from the line. Going into the 4th quarter, they'd only miss once.
Second shot for Lance Logsdon. And he makes that one. .410 to go. Latham McMorris. And he's held down by Lavion Wilson, who tried to lobby for a tie-up. Yeah. But Lathan back to the free throw line. 4:07 on the clock. He hit the first one. Back to a 6-point lead. Trayson Coel comes in for Trey Miller. He's in the backcourt. All headbands in the backcourt, please. He's back there with Josh Hottie. And Lathan hits them both. 54-47.
Team is 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the 4th.
Midway point of the 4th quarter. Here's Wilson, floats and scores. And no foul. Can you believe it? Do you believe in miracles? Here's Hottie. Josh to the near side. Behind the back to get away from Coy Smith. Near corner, gets it back. Hottie. Over to Christian, back to Hottie. Josh, lane opens up for him. He goes to the hoop, no. And Wilson the rebound. All that time, all that space, and he threw up a funky shot at the end, but Van Far gets the rebound on the other side. Christian, call a timeout for goodness sake. They finally call a foul instead of a tie-up.
That'll be the third on Coy Smith.
How in that mess could you figure out which one committed the foul?
Better eyes than me.
Oh, I thought you're the one that saw it. Because I didn't see it.
No, I didn't either.
5-point game. Christian at the line. Misses the first, and the rebound, he stepped out of bounds, looked like Hudnall. Wilson, 3:08 on the clock. Lavion to the far side, 3-ball put up, rims out. The rebound by Trayson Coel. Here's Hottie with it. Big rebound for Trayson. Now Braden Christian, and a foul whistled against Hudnall. Says Braden, go stand at that line. How many is that on Hud?
That'd be 3.
4.
Oh. Oh, I put it on the wrong person. Yeah, you gotta put it on the right. I gave it to Coy Smith.
And the shot's good for Braden Christian. 55-49.
I better stop giving people fouls just for the fun of it.
2:47 to kill for Van Far is like 38 seconds to kill for most other teams. They're up 56-49 here in this championship game. Winner takes on Ellsbury on Wednesday. Ellsbury does hold a victory over Van Far this season as that's knocked out of bounds.
That's right. I had forgotten about that, but yeah, Ellsbury beat Van Far. It was kind of a surprise.
Floater, Wilson scores, and a timeout taken by Andy Anderson and the Tigers. 5-point game, 56-51. Van Far ahead, 2:32 on the clock, and the Class 2 District 6 Championship on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Mary, you're glowing gold. I know. I joined the Fuel Rewards program and got rewarded with instant gold status at Shell.
And I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
5 cents a gallon? Wow.
And gold is all the rage this season.
Oh, yeah.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
The state champion Van Far cheerleaders there with a great dismount.
Yes.
At center court. 2 state championship teams from Van Far this year. Long inbound pass. Gets away from McMorris. And he's tripped by Wilson, who was sprawled out and easily taken back by the Tigers. Now a travel by Coy Smith. That one will cause him to leave the diving team, I'm sure. I'm getting back to school jokes.
Yes.
Okay. His dad will bail him out with the triple Lindy. And a timeout taken by Van Far. 56-51, they lead it. 2:26 left in regulation on the peoplestribune.com.
Whether you've got 10 acres or 75, the Kubota M7060 has the versatility to match your needs. With better features than those found on a typical standard tractor, the M7060 offers a deluxe seat with armrest, wide floor area, plus a high-quality Kubota engine and transmission. Now get 0% APR financing for up to 60 months or great customer instant rebates. Your authorized Kubota dealer in Bowling Green is Meyer Implement Company, Business Highway 61 North. Offered now through March 31st, 2018. See us or go to Kubota USA for more information. Meyer Implement Company. We appreciate your business.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Van Far with it after the timeout, and here's Josh Hottie in the backcourt. Knocked down, no call. To Christian, now to McMorris. Gives it back to Hottie. Now to Braden Christian. They're just letting them bang all day long, aren't they? Which I guess works in Van Far's favor until they get over anxious and someone gets hurt. Christian to Trey Miller, now for Josh Hottie on the far side. Back to Trey, bounce pass, and finally a foul whistled on Hudnall, and he fouls out of the ball game with 1:53 to go. Brandon Hudnall, the 5'9" senior, will exit what may be his last high school game.
He had 7 points, none in the fourth.
Brody Smith will come off the bench to replace him. They've got 30 seconds to do so, but he'll go now. Trey Miller hits the first one.
He's been very good at the line.
57-51. Say that after the second shot.
I know it.
1:53 remains.
I think I'd learn.
Second shot good. You lucked out this time.
I did.
Up the floor is Van Farwin with the ball. 1:40 remaining when we come back on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Caden Wilburn to inbound. They go near side with it, and a foul whistled against Zane Wolf, the 5'7" senior.
His first.
Who looks kind of like Andrew Hopkins' evil twin.
You're so right.
The Ellsbury assistant, former Silex player.
He was always a really good interview.
And the first shot rolls down for Lathan McMorris, 59-53. 1:39 on the clock. Second shot goes down, 60-53. Back in the ball game, Johnson replaces Christian. what I don't understand is
they're fast. What you don't understand is what?
Why McKenzie's sitting on the bench. 3 from the top of the key. That's no good. Rebound knocked around. McMorris knocks it back to Caden Wilburn, and he's fouled.
And Logston is out of the game.
So, yeah, that's going to be 5. Nope.
No, they gave it to...
Yeah, they went a different direction with it.
Gave it to Burke.
And Van Far fans do not like that. Not one bit. Minute 23 on the clock. But it's looking more and more like Van Far is going to be playing Ellsbury. Shot is good for Caden Wilburn. Stay tuned. The Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame coming up. He hit them both. 9-point lead, biggest of the night for Van Far. Look at that, the clock. It took a while to get started again. Now a walk, no call. Logston puts it in. And a timeout taken by Canton with a minute 13 remaining. 62-55. Van Far leads on TribCast.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We insure the fun stuff too. See Shelter Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana for a free insurance review. Take your local grocery shopping list to your area county market in Louisiana and Vandalia to save big this week on items your family loves. Score big on specials every day throughout the store in every department. And don't forget to use your Max card, the County Market app, or mycountymarket.com for even more savings. Have a great time at this year's Bowling Green tournament and visit County Market in Louisiana or Vandalia pregame or postgame.
After the timeout, Indian ball. Here's Trey Miller with it, and he's fouled as he goes to pass it. Both these sides are wanting traveling calls now.
That's number 4 on Coy Smith.
So Smith in some trouble, but McKenzie's still on the bench. And I don't understand that.
Yeah, I find that to be pretty curious.
Unless he just cannot shoot.
Maybe that's it.
The first shot is good. Trey Miller. Back to an 8-point lead. We'll have our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, the winning coach, at the conclusion of this one, because it looks like it's going to be Van Far. Shot. Good, a 3 from the top of the key. Ooh, makes it a 5-point game. They've been looking for that for a while, and a timeout taken by Van Far. 52.6 seconds to go. 63-58. Van Far leads Canton on TribCast.
Danny Orff Contracting, Pike County and surrounding areas construction and remodeling experts. At Danny Orff Contracting, we specialize in construction and remodeling contractor services. We offer free estimates. We have back-to-back scheduling to complete the job promptly and professionally, on time and on budget. If you have a construction project in mind, turn to Danny Orff Contracting. Call today at 573-470-4925.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, a low resident to staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ask about the Legacy, the special care unit for Alzheimer's patients. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Under a minute to go. 52.6 seconds left in the Class 2 District 6 tournament, barring overtime. Right now it's a 5-point Van Far lead. They get it in to Braden Christian. And he's fouled by Zane Wolf. He comes right to the bench, going to be replaced by the 4-foul Lance Logsden. Second on Wolf. 50.2 seconds on the clock. Christian at the line.
We reached double bonus a long time ago.
Uh-huh. Hit the first. That's big. Now it's you have to hit 2 threes to tie if you're Canton. This to make it a 3-possession game. Christian hits it.
Big time.
Logsden can't hit that one. Put back, no. Rebound. Goes to the floor, and Wilson will have to go back, retreat, down to 38 seconds. Smith through Wilson's hands. They're wasting tons of time. He goes to the basket, lays it in, but they wasted about 9 seconds there, which under a minute, that hurts. Foul finally committed there by Carson Burke. And we're going the other way with Latham McMorris. Lavion Wilson finally got it to go down, but boy, they wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
5-point game. Lathan can't hit the first one. 26.8 seconds to go. It's a 2-possession game right now. They need 2 threes to win, a 3 and a 2 to tie. Now they need 2 threes just to tie. Here's Logsden. He traveled. Wilson's putback, no. Another putback for Brody Smith is good, but they're going to run out of time, down to 15 seconds. And McMorris going the other way. 4-point game, 13.5. First shot, good. 5-point game. Can he make it 6? That would be huge. That'd be huge. Second shot for Latham McMorris. Can't get it to go. The clock, though, runs down to 10 seconds. They need a pair of threes to win. Here's a 3. It's short. They kick it back. They've got the 2, but that'll do it. Van Far, your district champions. 67-64 is our final. They have knocked off the number 1 seed to win here on the number 1 seed, Canton's home court. 67-64 our final. The final basket was put in by Coy Smith, but it doesn't matter. The Indians, and look at all them backflips. 67-64. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
Before or after the games at this year's district tournaments, let's go Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and at Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester fried chicken, and more. Good luck to our area teams this week from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store at the Bridge in Louisiana. Let's go Airco.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school basketball action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
Our final here, 67-64, Van Far over Canton. The 2 defeats the 1 to take on Ellsbury on Wednesday. 7:45 tip-off, 6:30 scheduled pregame from Hannibal High School as the District 6 champion Indians take on the District 5 champion Indians. Van Far against Ellsbury. To make it into the second round of the state tournament. Let's get a final check of the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
All right. Well, Canton sort of stepped out there, but Van Far battled back and ended up taking the lead in the first. And a buzzer beater by Lance Logston tied things up at the first quarter, 18 for both teams. Van Far edged Canton in that second quarter, 11-9. For a halftime lead of 29-27. Van Far stretched that lead in the third quarter. They outscored Canton 19-14. And then it was Canton that battled back in the fourth, but just ran out of time. They outscored Van Far 23-19. All of Van Far's 19 points in the fourth quarter came at the free throw line. They had not one field goal in the fourth quarter. For Canton, it was 19 points for Lavion Wilson. He really put the team on his back there in the fourth quarter. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points he had in the fourth quarter just by himself. Lance Logston ended the game with 17 points. He was a big factor throughout the whole thing. Coy Smith had 12. That included a pair of three-pointers. 7 points for Brandon Hudnall. He had a couple of three-pointers in the first quarter. Brody Smith had 6 points, and Carson Burke rounded things out with 2 points. For Van Far, it was a terrific performance by Josh Hoddy. He ends the night with 17 points. Trey Miller right behind him with 16. Lathan McMorris had 12 points tonight. Braden Christian had 13. Caden Wilburn 7, and Verlin Johnson had 2.
So there's your scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, AK and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Van Far wins it by 3, 67-64. And we'll take a break, come back with more from Canton after this on the peoplestribune.com.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor. And welcome back to Canton. We're joined by our Community State Bank TribCast players of the game. We've got Josh Hoddy, Trey Miller, and guys, how's it feel? District champions.
Oh, fantastic. This is crazy. Just surreal.
Coach said you needed to be in here tonight. You needed to be on the floor, and you were. You stayed out of foul trouble, and, boy, you were a big presence in this game. 16 points in the district championship. It had to be fun out there, right?
Oh, yeah. I love battling out there.
And that Logston, he's a big boy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he is.
It seemed like you guys came out with a game plan early, and you can both crowd around the mic and both answer these questions. It seemed like you guys all bought into the game plan right off the bat and stuck with it throughout the night.
Yeah, I mean, we just came in and we knew we were going to have to play hard. And I mean, this summer, we gave them a good game this summer, and we just tried to come out and match that intensity that we had this summer. And I mean, it just ended up working out. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we just wanted a little bit more than them, and we stuck to our game plan.
Without Lathan, you guys lost by 31 points to these guys in the opening round at Palmyra. I know Lathan's not the only difference. What's the difference in mindset between that game and tonight?
We just wanted it, and we knew that, this was potentially our last game, and none of us are ready for that to happen yet, and we're looking for, I mean, I hate to throw it out there, but we're looking for the best school record that we have. I mean, if we go right now,
if you win out,
we're one more game ahead, so.
Well, man,
just be great.
This was fun to watch. It looked like you guys kind of caught them off guard a little bit at the start and were able to hold them at bay and really put it into gear. I know Coach is going to say something about first half free throw shooting again. You guys got better like you always do in the second half, and were able to pull home the victory. Congratulations, guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday. That is Josh Hoddy and Trey Miller, our co-players of the game here. And Coach, how does it feel to be a district championship coach?
I don't know that it's sunk in yet. I mean, I'm just so proud of the boys. And I tell you what I'm really probably the most proud of is this crowd.
It was great.
When you come on the road in Canton and you got more fans than they do, I was so impressed with the love, that this community has shown these boys all year long. But then really to pack it in tonight when we really needed it was just unbelievable. And, no fear. That was the mindset tonight. Just come out, play our game because, to be honest, like kind of we talked about last night, we're still kind of underdog, and that's fine. We love that mentality, and they just came out and performed. I was so happy for Trey. That's the Miller that we've been looking for. That's the biggest bully in the yard, and that's what we wanted. And he played a great game. Josh was handling the ball, doing his thing like normal. Mr. Wilburn that stepped up over here, hit shots. I mean, just a great team effort, and so proud of them. Now, now we got to get ready for Ellsbury, and that's going to be a tough one. Chad knows us. We know them. We've split this year. Can't take anything for granted, but we're going to enjoy this one tonight. And then tomorrow, Coach and I will start watching film again, and we'll get ready to go.
Well, like you said, during the Bowling Green tournament, Ellsbury is a really hard place to play. When you saw him in Bowling Green tournament, it was a different story. And it's hard to play a team 3 times and to win 2 of them. But I think the way that your guys are playing right now, I don't know how they match up against you.
If we can keep the tempo, if it's a half-court game, we're going to struggle. If we can get out in the open floor, I think things will go our way, and that's what we need to do. That was kind of the mindset tonight. We had to be out in the open floor. We didn't want to slow things down and just keep attacking. But like I said, great group effort. I appreciate you guys traveling up this way, 3 nights to cover us and showing us the love. And
I'm not going to make you answer it. I'll just look at your face. What's a traveling call? What's a traveling call?
I don't think I know anymore. Honestly, I don't think I know. This is more like the NBA anymore.
Pat, I'm so happy for you. We'll see you on Wednesday. Congratulations on this one.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And as always, great day to be an Indian. Thanks, guys.
That's Pat Conaway. And let's hey, we got Caden Wilbur. We're gonna make him talk too. How fun was that to play in?
Oh, man, that's a lot of fun. I'm dead tired.
Yeah? You were out there for most of the action tonight, banging alongside of Trey on Logsden and chasing old Lavion Wilson around. That could be tough, couldn't it? Keeping up with that guy. He's got all sorts of speed and moves.
Lavion, he's fast. Lance is a big body. They're just good ball players. Lavion knows where he likes that 15-foot jumper, he's going to get you going one way, and he's going to pull that. And then Lance is just going to try to body you, and he likes to spin right shoulder like a little floater.
He got it done a couple of times, but it
they
seemed
were
like
making us work tonight.
Yeah. Well, do you think that the last time you faced them at Palmyra helped tonight? Do you think they underestimated what they had to deal with a little bit?
Definitely.
I think it kept a lot of folks from Canton out of the stands tonight and allowed a few more Van Far people to come in. I think that helped too.
Oh, it's nice when you can have your home crowd go anywhere. And at Palmyra, we came. I think it was like a 5-point game halftime. We were down. We didn't have Lathan. And then we came out. We just came out flat. Then everybody they got this big lead, and you know how that goes. We kind of got down. And then we just came in. We were hungry, I think.
Well,
we just wanted to get back revenge. We hadn't lost a game since we played them in Palmyra.
Yeah. Well, it showed that they were a little confused by how well you guys were playing, and it frustrated them. And thank goodness you guys came out and hit some free throws there in the second half. But that ended up being the difference. You guys went to the free throw line 42 times tonight, hit 30 of them. That's a pretty good night.
How many of those were in the fourth quarter?
In the fourth quarter?
14. It was
19. Yeah, you guys didn't have to hit a shot from the field in the fourth quarter. That's crazy.
I mean, if you can score 19 points in the fourth quarter on free throws, I'll take that any night.
Exactly, right? Well, now you got another matchup, third matchup with Ellsbury. You split the first two. What do we expect in round 3?
I'm thinking we're going to come out hungry. We know they already got us before, and that we know we can beat them like we beat them in Bowling Green tournament. We just got to keep our heads on our shoulders and go day to day, and then
stay on the floor.
Yeah.
Stay on the floor. Hey, thank you for coming up. Congratulations. You guys deserve a district title as good as you've been all season. And let's get another one on Wednesday.
Oh, that's the plan. Thank you guys for coming. It's been a long week for you guys.
Well, we enjoy being here, man. Thank you. Here, let's have a shake before I hand back the microphone. That's Caden Wilburn, another one of our players of the game here, as Van Far has advanced into the state tournament with a 67-64 victory. We'll welcome back in April Froelich. Any final thoughts on this win? We've got a busy Wednesday coming up.
Definitely. I would imagine I'll be with the Bowling Green Lady Cats in Moberly.
And I will be at Hannibal with Van Far.
That's right.
We've just worked it out. Everything's scheduled. All right. We'll work aggressively to be ready for that one, and it should be fun. It's Van Far against Ellsbury, an all-Indian state sectional, and Bowling Green will take on Clark County. So 3 sets of Indians, just 1 set of Bobcats.
Yep.
But we'll see you Wednesday for a lot of action in the state sectionals. For April Froelich, Jerry on the floor taking picture. Nancy in the crowd tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone at the People's Tribune. Chuck at home tonight. I'm sure he's relieved this week is over. And we'll be at it again Wednesday. Until then, we say goodbye from Canton on TribCast.